Finally, we are on the last part of ticket management system. In previous part, we already creating our user management feature. We can add new user and then we can modify the avatar and password in here. And actually, there is still a bug in here, yeah. When the account is not confirmed. Okay, in example, this account is not confirmed, and I try to log in, yeah. Okay, user is not confirmed also, and I try to log in. Now we cannot see the alert, except we refresh it. And if we see in the code, I put a breakpoint here, and let's retry again. User try to log in. We can see in here, after first render, the value is a null instead of the true or false. Even actually, we already have a value in our address bar, this one, but we still getting null value. So I think we cannot using this approach. I'm not sure what is the issue. So instead, better we put the value into our session instead. And after this, we also creating our discussion. So in this ticket, we should having a feature to do discussion here, creating a comment and also adding the attachment for that. So let's close it. And then actually in previous part, we forgot to commit again. Let me check, yeah, what part before. Okay, now is part 8. Let we commit first part 8 and nice. We have a checkpoint. So now first let we fix the bug for this alert first. Okay, let me check where we assign the session, I think in login. Okay, correct in here. So we will get another value is account confirm. Okay, and this one account confirm. By this we will getting the value of account confirm in our Cheng password. And for the login processor, we still able to use this one, is okay, instead of session, but we need to remove this. We're not using it anymore. And we still navigate to Cheng password if the account is not confirmed. And then on our Cheng password, okay, this one we don't need again. Maybe we do on initialize instead. Let me check, yeah, is it available on initialize asynchronous. We check the, okay, we need to inject first. Where is it? We need to inject this one. I copy and paste here, and then add the reference. Okay, so we're able to get the value in here. It's account confirm, and then get asynchronous is a boolean from the, to prevent the typo, I will copy and paste here, and then we can do like this. If is account confirmed, then is account not confirmed actually. But why this error? Oh, we need to wait, yeah. Okay, correct. If the account is not confirmed, we need to showing the alert. But why? I don't know. Oh, the value. We need to get the value. Okay, nice. Now I don't think we need to have this. So let me debug here. And I want to debug in here to check what is the value of this. And then try again. And I try to log in here. We get on the breakpoint. We check if user account confirm is false. Okay, correct. I continue. And seems the JavaScript only able to after render. Okay. Sorry. So better we call on after render. We can just like this lah. Alright. And after render, this one is first render. We do one time only render, and then let's call it asynchronous. Okay, should be fine. Yeah, and let's try again. Okay, account is confirmed. I think I not put yeah, I need to put breakpoint and continue. Okay, let's see if we get the value. Oh, nice, the value is false because it should be false. Now we expect we showing the alert, this one. Okay, good. Finally we are able to showing the error. And of course, after we confirm the password, we need to disable this one. So we need to modify the service after we change password. If a success, then we need to remove, where is it? We need to remove the delete asynchronous. The key is account confirm. Okay, need to await also. Not like that, like this. Yeah, now should be fine for this case. Now we can move on for this one, and we can continue creating our discussion. First, we will have a new interface and new repository for discussion. So let's start with service first. Discussions service. Again, I getting this one. Seems it's only happen when I create a interface. Yeah. Okay, interface, and we will have these two functions here: get discussion and create discussion. And yeah, we need to define the discussion response for get discussion. DTO response, discussion response, and we need this property string message, and then duplicate it, date time created date. I duplicate again. I need to get the user with capital U, I think is fine. And then I need to have a list of attachment. List attachment response. Okay, attachment responses. Maybe attachments is fine. Okay, now we need to have a create discussion request. I create a new class. Okay, and what we have here is a message integer ticket ID, and then list browser file for our attachments. Okay, nice. Okay, need to reference ya. DTO request. Okay, nice. Now we need to have a repository. I think this one we need to have discussion repository. Then this one is interface. We're still using a generic repository for discussion. And then we need to have a custom method to getting the discussion. Discussion get all, we get discussion with the parameter of ticket ID. So we will check what is our discussion for a specific ticket. Okay, now let's implement it. Let's start with a repository first. We add discussion repository, and then we using a generic repository of discussion. Okay, add the reference, and then we also implement discussion repository, and then I implement the interface and also generate the constructor. Now we implement this custom get discussion function, return db context. We will have a discussion but not to list. Later we will use it, but first we need to add the reference of our attachment. Where is it? X attachments. Okay, nice. And also include X user, not user role, just user, where ticket ID equals to ticket ID in parameter, and we need to order by latest first, order by descending, order by not descending with ascending, yeah. Created it. Okay, now for repository is done. Why we need this custom function and custom repository? Because we need to include these two foreign key, and we are not able doing this in our generic repository. That's why we're creating our new repository. And then next we will need to call this repository in our discussion service. I think I can close it. This one I can close it. This one I can close it. Yeah, this is fine. And let's have the service, discussion service, and we need to inherit from discussion service and implement the interface. And then first we need to have a constructor. This one we need to unit of work still, unit of work, create and assign the field, and after that I put the account service, I create the field again, and what and web host environment, I think environment is enough, and again create the field, and the last is discussion repository. Discussion repository is fine, nice. And next we start with create the discussion first. Like usual, base response, new base response. By default is the success is false, and then we need to define the upload path is a path combine the www root path uploads, and then what www root uploads. Okay, attachments, we put attachment like this. Okay, next we will need to check the current user with account service get current user. If the current user is successful, we need to return the error message, current user error message, and then return response. And then we need to save the discussion into database. So we define the discussion first. Discussion need to have an entity discussion, new discussions. Okay, create that is now. I think now is fine now. And the message is come from the request message. Ticket ID is come from the request ticket ID, and then user ID is come from request value, not request value, but current user value ID. and we need to do unit of work discussion. Oh, we don't have we only have ticket repository. Oh, I forgot to add also in here. We need to have I discussion repository, and then the implementation, we go to the unit of work. Okay, we need to do same like we have with the ticket repository. Discussion repository. I duplicate it. Discussion repository. Oh, this one we need to have I discussion repository, and use this one. Okay, why still error? Cannot enter discussion. Oh, this one should be I discussion repository. Okay, sorry. Okay, now should be fine. We should able to use the discussion repository here and add discussion. And the next thing, we need to upload the attachment if any. But let's see if we can use the same implementation like we use on the create ticket. Pages, ticket create. Oh, not in here lah, but the service. Create ticket. I think should be fine. I can copy it first. And then I put on the discussion here. Okay, request its attachments, yeah, I rename as attachments for each attachments. Okay, we do same like this for saving. Yeah, overall it's same. The difference is we not referring to ticket, but instead we referring to discussions. And this one should be fine also. And if we check in a ticket service after that, what happened? Okay, yeah, we can also use this one. Okay, in below this. But this one is a response. So response is success is true. We return the response. Response error message is this one, and we need to remove this because we not using a base custom specific value. And violate when create discussion. Okay, should be fine now. Now let's continue for the get discussion. For this we need to have a upload path. It's different with the create upload path because we're not using the environment path. We just using the path combine the uploads and the attachment. I'm afraid I typo attachment and uploads. Yeah, should be fine. And then we need to get the result from the repository. Discussion repository, get discussion with the specific ticket ID, and then I return it result. We need to map it as a discussion response. Select new discussion response. Okay, mistake is mistake, fine. Created is same, yeah, created also. User is also come from the user, and the attachments is coming from the attachments. We mapping again to new x new attachment response, and the file name is x file name, and the server file name is a path combined between our upload path and x server file name. Nice. And I think I need to convert as to list. This one is a list, and this one, or maybe I need to convert to list also. Okay, yeah, correct. Nice. Now, yeah, all the service is done. We can now starting developing the UI. But first, better if we not forget, we need to include also in here the injection discussion service, what again ya, discussion repository, and discussion repository. Nice. Now we can close it all and minimize. Let's start with creating a folder for discussions. Inside the ticket, we add discussion. Okay, first we will have a create discussion, and also we'll have view discussions. Okay, we start with create discussion, and then I copy and paste here. You can download the code in description. And we're still using a matrix text editor in here, like we use in a ticket create. Yeah, same in here. And then yeah, we can minimize it one. And then there is a reply button in here, and also we're able to upload attachment for this discussion. And we're able to see the list of file we attach. The implementation almost same like we do creating the ticket actually. And in here we have a parameter of ticket ID. We get this ticket ID from the parent. The parent is on the ticket details actually. Okay, later I talk about this one. And then the event callback. So after we add the discussion, we want to notify the ticket details that we creating a new discussion. So later on, in the view discussion, we can refresh the value and showing the newest discussion that we create before. And yeah, I sometimes forgot to mention you that this discussion and create discussion is actually a child of ticket details. So yeah, we will showing the create discussion and view discussion. I think where is it? This is a attachment. Yeah, below this one, something like this. We will call the create discussion and what again? View discussion. Okay, but I will talk about this later. For now, yeah, I want to tell you that on notify parent is to notify the ticket details that we creating a new discussion. Okay, this is reference for matrix text editor. And then yeah, we can upload multiple attachment for attachment in discussion. And then let's we implement this one. Before that, the last is a reply click. So when we click the reply button here, it means we submit the discussion. Okay, for this one, for each file, maybe in files we get from the parameter. This method is called by ND. Yeah, this is a mat file upload. Okay, and then we need to add the file from the parameter to these files. So these files equals to, not equals to, but add file. And then let's implement the reply click. First, maybe we check it if the text editor here is empty or no before submitting reply. So what we do is var message with description editor. We need to get text for this, get text, and then we need to trim it, message trim, because sometimes in description editor when we see it's empty, actually there is a value in there. Example like there is a paragraph actually, or there is a new line but we cannot see in UI, but actually it's empty. So I need to do this trim to make sure to check if the text editor is empty or no. So if string or empty is null or empty, message. Okay, we will showing the snack bar here. Snack bar add, please insert message before submitting the reply, and let make it as error, severity error. Nice. and return it. And if it's not empty, we will creating a discussion request, a new request. Okay, the message is from the message. Ticket ID come from the ticket ID. The attachment is come from files. Close it. And then we submit it. File result. Await discussion service. Create and put the request. And then we check the result. If success, then we will set this description editor is to empty. So to do that, we can just a description editor value in not validate value into string empty, and then we need to clear the attachment files. Clear, I think we can have. Okay, nice. And then we will notify our parent. Await on notify parent, we invoke it to notify the parent that we have successfully creating a new discussion. Snack bar at successfully submitting reply, and then the severity should be success, or else we just showing the snack bar at violet submitting reply and with severity error. Okay, this is all the implementation to creating a discussion. We can continue to view discussion. I can close it and then view discussion, and you can get from the resource folder. Now what we have here is okay, this one we show the how many reply we have. Example, this one is 1 reply, 2 reply, or so on. And this one, for each discussion we have, we will showing the discussion in here. And yeah, we showing the avatar, the user email, when this discussion created, and then the message. This is a HTML message, that's why we set the markup string like this. And then we also showing the attachment here. And then again, we get the ticket ID parameter, but I don't think we use this one. Let me check. Okay, no. I think we can delete this one because we don't need this, but we need only this discussion. So the value of discussion in here is based on the parent. There is no anything we can do in view discussion in here on the code. We just showing what is discussion value. And yeah, actually for view discussion is complete for now. And the remaining thing we need to have is on our ticket details. So we show here below the ticket info, yeah. In here we put the HR. We showing the create discussion. I add the reference, and then ticket ID. It's come from the ticket ID, and then on notify parent. Nice. On notify parent, we will have new method letter refresh discussion, and I close it. That's okay, it's error. And then I just add the HR for the view discussions, and then discussions is come from discussion. We still not having it now. Okay, let's have it below. I can minimize this one. Okay, first I want to have a discussion private list of discussion response, and then discussions. Okay, I think we can initialize the discussion first. In on initialize asynchronous, after initialize dropdown, We initialize the discussion is come from the discussion service. Okay, we still not call it, I think. Yeah. So I need to inject I discussion service. Discussion service. And in here we can call it get discussion by ticket ID. And then the value of discussion should be populated after the ticket details is open, and we need to have one more function here to refresh discussion after we create a new discussion. So we will see the newest discussion that exists. Private void refresh discussion. We just call it again and do state has changed. And let's try to view the result. I'm using a user account in here. Login. And then yeah, we can ignore this one. I just seeing the ticket now. And just select one of this. I think this one is okay. Nice. Now maybe let's put like a test discussion. And then with some attachment, I think I just select this random koala image. And this one, yeah, no need to change, I just reply in here. And I got in this issue, value cannot be null. And this one for nothing because of this, the user avatar, where is it? We cannot debug again. User avatar is null. And it cannot null when we do the path combine in here. Okay, we have the solution for this. So just put like this. If null, then we will showing the constants of default avatar. Okay. By this, if the user avatar is null, we just showing the default avatar. And let we see again. Okay, now the discussion able to see. Maybe let we try one more time. Test discussion 2. And then add attachment again. And I want to reply. Nice. Now, yeah. Now we're able to see the newest discussion here. And we also able to download the attachment. Nice, we're able to see now. And let we try if we change the avatar ya. I want to change the avatar to koala image. And let's see what happened when we see in here. Nice, we're able to see the koala image. But this one seems we're not able to see correct avatar in here ya. I'm not sure, maybe we need to check about this. Maybe I try to create a new ticket. Ticket by user test. I just put test. Sample product. Yeah, I just put random here. And then create ticket. Nice. Okay, yeah. The issue is we're not showing correctly the avatar. Let me check. In the ticket details. Okay, where is the image? Okay, we are showing the dummy avatar here. But instead we should showing the, where is it? Let me try to debug here and refresh. Okay, ticket. Where is it? Is there any user? Raised by name. Seems we not having our avatar value in here. We only have a raised by name. And even this one is null. It should be raised by our current user, right? Maybe let me check about this one. If we try to debug here, we're not able to see raised by name. And yeah, this value. But if we see on our UI, okay, seems creating a ticket also still having an issue because we're not able to see the avatar and the assigned user. First, the issue about the avatar is not showing correctly is because this one, we're still showing the dummy avatar. And then, seems when we try to raise this ticket, it should be under current user, right? But if we see in here, okay, I try to refresh again. Okay, ticket rise by name is null. But when I see here, rise set by is showing the value here. Seems strange, huh? We need to debug about this one. Okay, first let me check again when we showing the ticket. I minimize infrastructure service, ticket service. Okay, this one. When we find ticket, okay, this one. Okay, now I found the issue because this one is user it's foreign key, and then we need to include function in order to able gather the foreign key value. The include is something like we used before in discussion. If you remember, discussion repository, this one. In entity framework, in order to attaching the foreign key value, we need to add like this, include. If no, then when we try to do like this, result user ID, it will always null. That's why we're not able to see the value. And seems we need to have custom function to find ticket for now. So yeah, maybe in ticket repository, I just make a ticket, find ticket by ID. Ticket ID is fine. And then on ticket repository, what we will have, we implement the interface. Okay, in here we can return db context set ticket, and then this one we need to include. Okay, what we need to include is a user and also attachment, and just first or default, where what is it? First ticket ID is equals to ticket ID. Nice. Now we have a custom find ticket repository function, and then we can just call it from our ticket service in here. Unit of work, ticket repository, find ticket. Nice. Now we also need to have this again because we already include the attachment foreign key. If you remember, this one attachment. So what we will have is we only do like this. Okay, attachment path we still have. The attachment is come from the result attachments, and these two values should be fine now. But we need one more rise by avatar. Rise set by avatar. Let me standardize, and then result user avatar. Nice. Now we can showing our avatar in the UI. Okay, we need to create property, generate property. Okay, fine. And now in our ticket details, we need to modify this into path, combine, uploads. What again for avatar? Let me see. Uploads, avatars, and ticket raised by avatar. Okay. Again, if null, then we will showing the constants of default avatar. And let we try run it, yeah. I login using user, and then go to the ticket here and select this one. It's raised by a user@gmail.com. Nice. Now we're able to see the email and the avatar. And if we try to use this one, test. Nice. We're able to see the discussion. And let we try login using another account. Maybe admin. Okay, I don't want to save it. Let me see. And I want to try put discussion again, test discussion by admin, and reply here. Nice. Now we're able to also creating a discussion by admin. Okay, by this, all the feature we want to create in this ticket management system is complete. We already have our ticket dashboard. We're able to create a new ticket in here, and also we're able to showing list of all ticket with the details, and yeah, the user management also. So thank you for you all that watching until this video finish. It will take time to you to finish all the video, and I hope you like it. I will compile all this part video into one video. You can see the instruction in description to download this source code. And if you have any question about this one, yeah, you can asking about me. Maybe if needed, I will create another extended version to answering your question or something. So yeah, bye bye. Thank you for watching.